Greetings, fellow Ambazonians. This is Capo Daniel, president of the Ambazonian People's Right Advocative Platform, and I want to send a very clear message to our people and to John MBAH and some Ambazonians of interest. It is a devolution. If you claim to be a leader of Ambazonia or you want to lead Ambazonia, you don't even know the concept of devolution or the differences between autonomy and federalism, then you are not competent enough to even open your mouth and speak in public. So people like John MBAH are politicians who are there busy talking rubbish on social media. They don't care about our masses. It is our people who are dying. I've told our people, now, we have lost international support and sympathy. We are heading to a complete loss. The fighting as it is does not benefit Ambazonia and will not lead to any progress whatsoever. God forbid Paul Biya dies today or there is a peaceful transition of power in La Republic. We will be in a worse situation than we were today or last year. Understand something. When I speak about the special status, it is in response to change of position by La Republic and a tactics for us to position our struggle where we can attract international support to be able to even negotiate about the root causes of our problem. It is not an acceptance of the special status. The special status, which we had dismissed previously, we don't have that luxury anymore, because if La Republic have a major change in position and we Ambazonians, the weaker side in this equation, we dismiss it. Now in the international community, having lost the international sympathy that we have, we are obligated to respond to their offer. This response is only an address. It's not an acceptance of the special status. Listen to me very, very carefully. The special status is only an administrative adjustment by Cameroon, but represent a huge fundamental shift in position. And thus, we are obligated to respond to them. I've responded to Cameroon. I've told them that the special status, which is a recognition of the root cause of this problem, does not meet up with the aspiration of our people. As a counter offer, which is a huge push campaign that I'm leading to help our people attain independence, is a devolution, an autonomy for Ambazonia that preserve our territorial integrity and sovereignty. Because the alternative is that people who are misleading you right now are leading you to a total loss scenario. It is our people who are dying. It is our people who bear the brunt of this war. It is not necessary for us to emphasize this point, but I will emphasize it as much as it takes, or as much as these lunatics keep on misinforming our people and trying to blackmail. We face a total loss. Anybody who do not have a solution and just want to do things as usual and expect that somehow a miracle will happen and we are going to have independence, it is not going to happen. Remember, when Nelson Mandela was designated a terrorist, the ANC in South Africa was the first organization to sign the International Convention against war crimes. So they were accusing Mandela for something he did not do. You cannot compare that with Ambazonia, when Ayabacho is publicly accepting war crimes, asking people to kill innocent Francophones, even when they have done no crimes, saying that because La Republic is doing it, you want to do it. It is totally different. You want to compare Ambazonia and Mali and these other African countries. It is their army that have rose up against La Republic du Cameroon. We are not in that type of position, because the concession Fundi could have made could have put us in a better condition. Even our economic strength could have been better. We must learn from history. Remember that Cameroon is today the way it is, with an army that is unable to overthrow their government because they lost their war of independence. Go and look all these countries that are successful in military coup d'etat. These are countries that the French government make deals with their own factions or tribes that align with France to make sure that they have a new colonialist system. They have a better sense of patriotism. When you lose a war of independence, they will transform your people into sardiners and you will be unable to react. So it is to preserve our independence, because we will lose it if we don't preserve it. We have to make certain concessions to freeze this conflict, because the status quo is win for Paul Biya and may result to total loss for Ambazonia. So I am fighting to preserve our independence. Devolution is not unionist. Scotland is not Britain. Wales, Northern Ireland is not Britain. Those who are trying to mislead our people, that for appealing for the consideration of an autonomy means that you are one Cameroon or unionist. They don't even know what they are talking about, and they have demonstrated intellectual immaturity that does not deserve them any place to negotiate or discuss about the future of our territory. They don't care about the common man. They don't know the poverty back home. They don't know the suffering our people are going through and our ability to resist Cameroon. The type of war we can competently engage in right now is a resistance war, not a military liberation anymore. So our boys will continue to resist. Our soldiers will continue to resist. The difference between men and boys, between me and John MBAH, is that forces that are from my association launch an attack in Ekok, in Bailangi, destroy La République du Cameroun. Where is John MBAH fighting? The last time the Swiss initiative was mentioned, he came out and raised his two hands and said that he is no longer for armed conflict. He is now for peaceful means. His priority defines him as a politician. These are not people who are fighting for Ambazonia. We respect everybody, but people should be careful. We have responded to the special status. That is a significant change in posture, where previously we were dismissive. We have made a counter offer that demands autonomy in a devolution that will guarantee that Ambazonia can be independent in the future. This is the only way to fight for our independence. Those who want to fight right now blindly without any flexibility are those who are putting our independence at risk, are those who are working inadvertently for the interest of Paul Biya. Both sides cannot secure a military victory. Cameroon will not be allowed to collapse. They have such a low sense of entitlement that even if the poverty level in Cameroon doubles, so long as they will have loans to pay their salary, they will continue to resist. Ambazonians should know our rhetoric right now is part and parcel of the conversations around negotiations. Certain options to attain our independence have been dismissed and is unattainable. Those who are pursuing those paths are self-destroying our country and our prospect to have independence. These are the real betrayers of Ambazonians. We have had our chances. They have messed it up. They can no longer defend any roadmap that is attainable for what they are fighting for. All they can do is blackmail and make bub. What our people need right now is solution that can guarantee their independence. It is stupidity to go out there and be lying that somebody is calling for one Cameroon, one union with Cameroon. No, I'm fighting for independence. The only way we can have our independence is to secure it in the future in a way that it can be attained through democratic means. Any other options will only make sure that we lose any chance for us to become an independent country. Those that are calling for outright independence, knowing fully well that it is no longer attainable, are putting our independence at risk. They are betraying the trust our people have in them, the sacrifices our people have made for their political parties and their own groupism, their own personal ambitions. They are comfortable in acting like politicians within a liberation struggle. You do not hear them when our people are being slaughtered in villages in Manu. You do not hear them with the same passion when our people were being slaughtered in Babanki, in Belo. You can only hear them. Their own strength is to fight other Ambazonians. Nonsense. We moved. If we cannot have independence right now, The best thing to do for our public interest is to put down our ego and forget all these our dreams of going back home and becoming president and whatsoever these people are dreaming in their own delusional minds, and try to safeguard progress for our people towards independence. We must consider autonomy that safeguards our territorial integrity, our sovereignty, and restore the protection of our people's basic rights under international law. We are pushing for a devolution as a means to safeguard Ambazonian independence through political pathway in the future, to escape a total loss scenario now. Those who do not know the difference between devolution and federalism or unionist should stay quiet. It means they are not even intellectually qualified to speak in public about this subject. The special status is a non-starter. It's a non-starter. To address it is not an acceptance, but we are obligated to do that for strategic reason. We cannot be seen as people who are not even engaged, people who are not even considerate, people who are not even thinking of options, especially when our adversary and our enemy have changed drastically their stance. We have acknowledged it, we have debated it, we have rejected it. We have counter-offer and autonomy for Ambazonia. We will not allow people who have transformed movements into political parties, people who have already made themselves presidents, governors, and their 15 group followers on Facebook page and on making noise on social media to derail our people prospect. It is time for us to end this war and secure a just peace for our people that guarantees Ambazonian independence in the future. Stand with me. Stand with the Ambazonian People's Right Advocative Platform. Rally around us. All the organizations, as I have predicted, all of them, they will eventually bow, but expect no sense from them. Expect no solution from them. They will fight Ambazonian progress, the same like Paul Biya. They will partner with La Republique to fight against your right. But stand strong, Ambazonia. Resist. Resist. They think less of you. They think that these things are so complex that they can manipulate you to continue to live in their comfort in the liberation movement that they have built for themselves, not for you. The time for reasoning have come. The time for solution-oriented approach have come. The time for attainable solutions to be proposed have come. And those who want to be left behind will be left behind. We will lose some friends. We will make more friends. We will secure Ambazonian independence in the future. God bless you all.